Alright, so here's my cute little pile of makeup of items that I recommend that most people should have if they're pretty serious about makeup. I mean, you don't have to be crazy about it, but these are just some really good products to have, and I'm just going to go over them one by one and let me know if you have any questions. Alright, so I already tried to make this once and I spent 10 minutes just on the face products, so I'm going to definitely try to speed this up. Let me know if you want specific reviews on the products, otherwise I'm just going to run through and show you like what kind of products, give you a little background as to why I like them, and then just to preface everything, these are specific colors that I find work for me and colors that I personally like for my skin and just because I like them. So I don't say that you need to get these exact colors, I just maybe something in that kind of color range or something like that. I do tend to have more cool skin, so if you're warm skin toned, most of these colors probably will not work for you, just so you know. But I'm going to go ahead and start with just the foundations and face products. I recommend that you do have a liquid foundation. My favorite for that is going to be Revlon ColorStay. I have two colors here, one for summer and winter. Also a tinted moisturizer. Love this. I've been using this more and more. This is the Tarte Smooth Operator. Love this stuff. You can use a makeup primer. I find that it doesn't seem to do a whole lot, but I sometimes do like to use one. It's the L'Oreal Studio Secrets, but this isn't necessarily a must-have. For concealer, I really just like to stick with two I use every day. The Cargo Blu Ray for under eye, something for your dark circles. If you want something heavier, you can try the Bobbi Brown Corrector. I also like the Revlon ColorStay Blemish Concealer for the face, because I mainly just conceal blemishes. But if you don't really have zits, you can use something like the Maybelline SuperStay Concealer. This is also really good. Then for powder, I like to have mainly just two is all you really need, maybe even just one, but I personally like to have a loose powder. This is the E.L.F. High Definition Loose Powder, just to set my liquid foundation. And then I also like to have kind of a blotting powder, a pressed powder. This is the MAC Blot powder, and I like to use this mainly over the tinted moisturizer when I need more oil control. That being said, I have a couple other powders that I use quite frequently that are a little bit more spendy, but they might be worth it to you. The Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, I use this on top of concealer under my eyes. It's very finely milled, and so it just helps with the whole brightening effect and not setting, like going into fine lines and stuff like that. This may not even be worth the price. You could probably just use the HD powder, but I've gotten a liking to it, and so there you go. I also love this stuff, the Cargo Blu Ray. This says pressed powder, but it's really a powder foundation. It gives you a lot of coverage. It's got awesome ingredients, barely anything, and it makes your skin look like HD flawless. I especially love to use it on top of the Revlon ColorStay if I'm wanting like a heavy coverage, like movie star type of skin look. I mean, of course, it'll never be 100% perfect, but it definitely comes close with this stuff. It's really awesome. Okay, so that's the face products. Alrighty, so then I want to talk about like blushes and face color. I usually do this before I usually on myself, I do like foundation, concealer, powder, and then I do the eye makeup, then I do the blush or highlight or bronzer, and then I do the lips. That's just the order that I do it. I find works best for me, but everybody is different. So, but I am going to show you the other face products next, just so it's kind of more fluid in the video. For a bronzer, I do like to have a bronzer on hand. I definitely do not wear it every day. I'm not a big fan of the whole like bronzer look when somebody's face, and even sometimes they bring it on their neck, but most people don't, and just their face is like bright orange and then they are just white everywhere else. I'm not a big fan of that, but I do like to keep a really nice matte, natural looking bronzer on hand. This is by Sally Hansen, Natural Beauty by Carmody. It's called Spring Bronzer, and I mainly just use this bottom part here, and I love this color. It actually looks like a natural tan color, so I will use that once in a while. I also like to have a highlighter of some kind. This one is discontinued, unfortunately, because it was awesome and it's really cheap, but it's a Wet n Wild all over shimmer powder, but just something that's neutral tone. You can still find these at the drugstore. That's just a shimmer that you can use on top of your cheekbones, just kind of wherever. And I don't use this every day, just kind of when I wanted a little extra oomph to my look, I use that. As for blush, I'm just going to show you 5 colors that once again, I personally love and recommend for people with similar skin tone to mine, but also just in these color ranges, kind of keep that in mind, that they're nice to have as well. So the first color I'm going to show you is Illamasqua in Tweak. This is my favorite red blush that I've ever found. It's so beautiful. It's matte. I have one shimmery out of all the colors I picked. I'm a big fan of matte blushes. I don't know why, I just like them. But this is a great red color. Then I'm going to say that everyone with cool skin needs some kind of hot pink. You can't even tell this is super hot pink, but this is the LORAC blush in pink. I'm pretty sure it's discontinued, sorry again, but you can find something similar to this, and it really, if you have cool skin, once again, let me really, say that you need to have cool skin to wear a hot pink blush, but it will make your skin just go like pop so much, and even if it looks scary pink, just try a little bit of it and it really will make it'll just look really good. I also, okay, let me say too, if you do have warm skin, you want some kind of a like a bright peach blush. This one, even for my cool skin, I like to wear this sometimes. It's Lola Sunrise. I don't know if they make this or whatever, but this is so pretty. It's matte. I just love this. Now also, this is a blush that I have been using almost every single day for the past couple of months. It's LORAC Soul. Now they do make this still. It's just a beautiful like neutral rose color. I don't even know how to describe it, but I love it. It looks so good on me, just natural looking blush. I'm wearing it right now. It's just, I just love this color so much. I would tell everybody to buy it, or at least try it out, make sure it works for you. Lastly, I do want to show you a sparkly or shimmery blush. I'm not a huge fan of them because I already get oily here, and so it already looks glowy after a couple hours, so I just don't worry about the shimmer. But if I do want a little shimmer, I love this NARS Madly blush. It's actually more of a light bronzer, but I really do like that color, and it works. I think it works on any skin tone, like cool or warm, but definitely still more light complexion. But that's that one. Those are all the face products, and now I'm going to talk about the eye products. First of all, everybody needs an eyeshadow primer if you are going to be wearing eyeshadow very frequently, every day, a few times a week, whatever. If you want your eyeshadow to last on your lids, if you don't want it to crease or fade away during the day, you need an eyeshadow primer. So my favorite one is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. As you can tell, it's really worn out because I've had this for probably at least 2 years, maybe more, maybe like 3 years. You probably aren't supposed to keep it that long, but it still works, so why throw it out? So this is just an awesome one. It's just neutral tone. You can use it on any skin tone, and it just keeps your eyeshadow on. There's a lot of other ones you can find that are good, but this is my favorite. Next, for eyeshadow, I'm just going to show you just kind of just flow with it. Okay, Cargo, this is a eyeshadow palette. I think everybody should have a neutral eyeshadow palette. You can just use this every day if you just want to have a neutral look, and you can always add some color to it from, different single eyeshadows to just add that pop that you want. And you can use like 1 or 2 of these, you can use all 4, whatever. I just love this palette. It's really awesome. It's the dark neutral one, which I find works really well on my skin tone, but I think it would work on most people's skin. Then I have to show you this color because I use it all the time, and you've probably seen it in my videos. It's by Fresh Minerals. You can find this at the drugstore. I don't know if everybody carries it, but it's called Tears. It's just a very pretty beige shimmer. I'm pretty sure it's similar to MAC Shroom. I used to have that color, but this is actually a little bit more shimmery, which I like because the Shroom just didn't even hardly show up on me. But I love this for just a highlight. If I don't want to put eyeshadow on, I put a little bit under my eyebrows, and definitely gives you like a lift and brightens up your eyes. And then I'm going to show you just some nice basic eyeshadow singles that you can have, or if you find a palette with these colors, that's awesome too. Okay, so this is my E.L.F. quad. You can find these at eyeslipsface.com. Also, MAC makes a quad like this, obviously, that fits their eyeshadows, but they also fit in this, and this is like $3 cheaper at least. So in here I have a nice peachy color. I think most people need to have a peach because it really brings out almost every single eye color. Peach will just pops against that. This is MAC Jest, and this is a super, super pretty color. Also, I have a nice matte black, which is great for smoky eyes or for blending, whatever you want to use it for. This is MAC Typographic. Love this color. Down here I have Satin Taupe, which is definitely a really awesome brown for cool tone skin. Just great for everyday whatever. I also have a shimmery white color. This is, I believe, Milani Snow Frost, which once again they don't make these anymore, but any kind of shimmery white will do. But that's a good highlight as long as you promise me you don't go crazy with it, because I hate seeing it when people have like white underneath their eye and you're like, oh my gosh, it's scary. Okay, so I also recommend a nice bronze color for your eyes. Once again, this tends to make most eye colors pop. This is MAC Woodwinked. I do like this color, but it's, I don't know, I've seen better bronze colors, but this is very pretty. Some people absolutely love it. I also like to have a plum on hand. This is MAC Nocturnal. I've had this is my first MAC eyeshadow, so I had to keep it, but I do like to have a plum just because it's really pretty and kind of like you can make it work neutral and stuff like that. Okay, so that's it for the eyeshadows. Now on to eyeliners. I'm going to show you four actually. First of all, everybody needs just a basic black eyeliner. I do like this one by Rimmel. I'm not liking it as much as I used to, but this is just their soft kohl eye pencil. I've had this for probably years. Still haven't finished it off, but I don't wear eyeliner a lot. So, but anyway, this is good. Also, the ColorStay eyeliner is really actually pretty good, except for it's hard to get off. So if you really you love eyeliner and you need it to last you all day, go for ColorStay. It's really awesome, but this is still pretty good. I like to have a bright eyeliner. I have this one and I also have a purple. This is Urban Decay Covet 24/7, which is just so fun if you just want to add like a little bit of color to your eyelids but not go crazy, or if you want to blend it in with a bunch of other colors, it works well. You don't have to have a bright colored eyeliner. That's just, I like to have something fun sometimes. Then I like to have a brown. This is a really nice one. Once again, Urban Decay. This is called Bourbon. It's just a really nice dark brown color. I do like to have a brown. Alrighty, so then I want to talk about gel or cream eyeliners. I really like those for the kind of classic 40s or 50s look. They just work really well. They're not as harsh as a liquid. They're a lot easier to use. But anyway, the one that I have right now is by Bobbi Brown, and it's their Longwear Gel Eyeliner in black ink. I recently got this. I replaced my MAC Black Track with this one. I like Black Track. They're pretty much the same basic thing. This one seemed to go on a little bit darker, and I just kind of liked it a little bit better, so that's why I kept this one. But a gel eyeliner is good if you do like those more kind of classic, like winged eyeliner looks, stuff like that. Well, hopefully you don't do wings out here. Winged eyeliner looks, they work great for that. So that's that. Now for the eyebrows, pretty much the only thing I ever do with my eyebrows is set them with Ardell Brow Sculpting Gel. There's other brow sculpting gels that are fine. This is the cheapest one that I found that I like. Some of them are kind of nasty. They get like little white stuff, and this one doesn't have that problem at all. But definitely for my eyebrows, I need something because they get really unruly very easily, and they're so dark you can see it. So I definitely recommend a brow gel if you have brows like that. Also, once in a while, if I'm wanting to kind of make myself look a little bit better, a little bit more put together, I do like to use, fill my eyebrows in a little bit. This is just a MAC satin eyeshadow. It's called Concrete, and it's definitely, like, as you can tell, it's quite a bit lighter than my eyebrows, but that's fine because you don't want to get something that is the same color as your eyebrows. Just a little helpful hint, so make sure you look for something lighter. And I just use this once in a while, but it's definitely good to have if you do need to fill yours in every day or something. Obviously, you need something. And I definitely like to use powder eyeshadow versus a pencil. It just looks a lot more natural. You can just use a little brush for that, just a small eyeshadow brush or something. Okay, yes, I'm wearing a different shirt, but I realized that I forgot to do mascara, which is very, very important. I probably, if they did that deserted island question, I'd probably say like I need concealer and mascara as like the two biggest things. But anyway, first of all, you just need a mascara. That's really like, this is my current favorite. It's called Prestige My Biggest Lashes. I've been using, this is my second tube actually. This is probably one of the only mascaras other than Maybelline Full and Soft that I've repurchased, but this is awesome. Just definitely gives you lots of length and volume, like craziness. I'm not wearing it right now. I'm wearing Maybelline Full and Soft Waterproof right now because I've been needing waterproof more recently, and so I decided to get a waterproof mascara, and this one works really, really well. So if you need a waterproof, highly recommend this one. If you don't necessarily need waterproof, this is awesome. And even if you do cry or whatever need waterproof, it's actually not that bad. It doesn't like really run unless you're just like bawling, and then yeah, then it'll get a little black and stuff. But these are awesome. You need mascara. Okay, so then onto the lips. Pretty simple. I've picked out 5 lipsticks and 5 lip glosses and 3 lip liners that I really, really like. I like the color and I like the product, blah, blah, blah. So here we go. So for lip liners, MAC Subculture. I've used this like for probably 5 years at least. I've had this pencil and I absolutely love it. It's perfect for my lip tone to make it neutral, like it's a little bit darker, but it's great for neutral or really any color lipstick because it's so similar to my own. So it's great if you just need one lip liner. If you want to have a lip liner but you don't want to buy a bunch, just get a neutral one and you'll be pretty much fine all the way along. However, if you do tend to wear more bright lipsticks, it's better to get a lip liner that matches the lipstick. So I love the MAC Cherry lip liner, just any kind of red one, obviously for red lipstick. It will make a difference on the color and how it turns out on your lips versus a neutral lip liner before the red lipstick. But I also have a bright pink one. This is Prestige in Love. So this one is great for underneath bright pink lipsticks. And onto lipsticks. I have a few here. These, I don't wear all of these all the time, but these are definitely some great like neutral ones and I do like them a lot. First of all, most people like to have a nude lipstick. I don't wear nude lips that much, but it's good if you have really dramatic eyes. You want to just have like pretty much nothing down here. Just put a nude lipstick on and it just ties it all together. The one I have is by Revlon and it's called Smooth Nude. But I really like this one. It's nice. It's the ColorStay lipsticks. Then kind of My Lips But Better lipstick is always good to have. It just adds a little extra color to your lips. This is Urban Decay Rush. Love these lipsticks. They are so creamy and yummy. You do probably want to wear a lip liner because they tend to bleed a little bit because they're so creamy, but they're very moisturizing, which is awesome. I also like to have just a nice pink color. This is Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer in Rhubarb, another one that I've used in a lot of my videos. Oh yeah, I got all smashed. I forgot about that. Well, I can clean that up. But anyway, it's just a nice bright pink color that's minty and so awesome. Now for the fun colors, those are kind of the 3 basics that I would say most people want to have if you're looking, if you like lipsticks. My fun colors are Napoleon in Calypso. This is a super crazy pink. It actually goes on pretty dark. It's almost a berry color, but I just really like this color, and these lipsticks are phenomenal formula. Very similar to MAC, even maybe a little bit better. And as for one of my favorite red colors, this is MAC Russian Red, and it's just a great neutral red color. I think this would work on cool or warm skin tones. Probably tends more toward cool though, but I love having a matte red lipstick. Okay, and then on to, last but not least, lip glosses. Like I said in my collection video, I don't tend to wear them a lot. I have been wearing them more just because I want to use them, but I'm more of probably a lipstick girl. First of all, this product is very interesting. It's by Mark. I mentioned it in my collection video. It's called Gloss Gorgeous, and it's a stay on lip stain. It comes in like a little click pen thing, but it goes on with a kind of a heavy lip gloss, and then your lips stay stained with the color afterwards. So if you put it on like when you first get to work, then you don't have to reapply it because it just like naturally, not naturally, but it stains your lips after the gloss kind of wears off, and it's amazing. I used these so much last year when I was working. I was just crazy for these things. I only have 2 colors. I have Bella, and then I have like a natural one or something, but I want to get like the red one or something, and that'd be really fun. Okay, and then the other lip glosses I have
It's nice to have kind of a neutral, once again, kind of more of a nude color. This is Bare Minerals Buxom Lips in Amber. I love the Buxom Lips. Almost all my lip glosses are these ones because I just really like them. But this is a really pretty kind of light peachy gold shimmer type of lip gloss. Then once again, I'm kind of a My Lips But Better, you know, a little darker, a little plummy. This is called Dolly, another Buxom. I love that color. This is probably the one I've used the most of the Buxom lips. Then I like to once again have a pink color, and this is just my light pink. This is Avon Glazewear in Darling Pink. I've had this for probably too long, but it still smells fine, so I use it still. But I really, really love these lip glosses, you guys. They're so cheap, and they are really, really good. And then last but not least, just a nice, like, clear, possibly shimmer, maybe not. I have a clear Buxom Lips that doesn't have any shimmer, but this is the Sally Hansen Carmen D Natural Lip Shine and Clear Shimmer. It actually has a green tint to it, as you can see, but it doesn't go on green. But it's very nice. It smells so good and just gives a really nice kind of natural look to your lips, but adding a little oomph with the shimmer there. So that's pretty much it. I know that was a lot, and sorry I talked so fast, but I just wanted to make this video as short as possible. But those are my favorite products, and oh, I need to do brushes. Okay, so now I want to talk about face brushes and eye brushes. First of all, for face, these are pretty much all must-haves unless I say otherwise, at least for the products that I showed you. A powder brush. This is from Eco Tools. Very cheap, very awesome. Love this. Never loses any hairs, which is my favorite thing. A blush brush is definitely a necessity. This is my favorite. I use this all the time. I almost want to get another one because it gets dirty so easily, and then I get all different kinds of blushes in there, and then they go on funny after a while. But this is by Posh, and it's just an angled blush brush. I'm really liking the smaller ones because you can really just decide where you want to apply the brush, rather than like this one by Sonia Kashuk is nice, but it just like goes like all over. It's hard to just get it where you want it. So I like this one a lot. This is an optional one. You can have a bronzer brush of some kind if you do wear bronzer a lot. This is just the Bare Minerals Flawless Application Face Brush. Really anything is fine. You can just use a different powder brush or something, but it's just nice not to have to use the same thing for blush and powder and bronzer or whatever. So that's a nice one. Now, once again, this is also optional, a concealer brush. This one I got at Walmart for probably like $1 something, super cheap, and this is just as good as MAC, as I've said before. It's just an awesome brush. I, however, don't use this really anymore. I have it just in case I decide to use it. I used it when I did mineral concealer underneath my eyes. It definitely worked awesome for that. I used it all the time for that, but I don't really use it now. I just use my fingers to apply concealer. So it's up to you. If you need it, that's a great one. Also, I like to have a larger fluffy brush, larger like eyeshadow brush basically. This is from Sonia Kashuk. I don't think she makes this anymore, but just a big fluffy brush. I use that to set the concealer with powder. You probably don't need this brush. You can probably just use like your powder brush and get a little under there, but just be careful that you don't get a bunch of powder in your eyes and stuff. So that's the face brushes that are pretty much necessities, not really that many, and you can get them for pretty cheap, so that's good. But brushes are very important, you guys. They're going to make a huge difference on the application of your products. It'll be a lot easier to apply them to where they look really good, because like little sponge applicators, you know, for the eyeshadow, they're nice and they do work for certain things, but you do need other brushes if you want to like expand, you know, what your makeup looks like and stuff like that. It's going to make a huge difference. Even with the face makeup too, like the little tiny brushes that come in the blush cases, you know, those little things, that's not really going to work that well for you. I mean, some people can make it work okay, but a bigger brush would be much better. So for the eye brushes, I picked out quite a few of them, so don't forget on me, but only 2 of them are kind of more expensive. Some of them are optional once again. So first of all, this is a very important one, a highlight brush. This is just a really thick, fat one. I got this at Kmart, probably once again like 5 years ago or something, by Image Essentials, and it was probably $2 or $3, and I've been using it for that long, and it's fine. And this is just basically for under your eyebrows, or if you want to do an all-over wash on your whole eyelid area. This is really good. Then, sorry, my roommate was outside. So then I like to have a nice, this is one that I use almost every time I apply eyeshadow. It's the Sonia Kashuk small eyeshadow brush. I think it's called the small one. Yeah, maybe medium, I don't know. But it's pretty small. This one is great for just applying the eyeshadow on the eyelid area. Also, I want to mention a second one that's another option, or if you want to have both, I like to have two, so if I'm doing different colors, I don't have to wash this one to use it. I can just, grab this one and then add some more. This one is bigger, as you can see. This is the Eco Tools eyeshadow brush. I don't know if they sell, I don't think it's stiff anymore. That's the problem. Now that they make it kind of fluffy, which would work good for the highlight color, but not so much for that. So maybe you can find something similar, but this is the Eco Tools. I love that one. Okay, then for blending brushes, these are very important if you want to get that blended in the crease and just get that really soft, nice look on your eyes. First of all, this is probably my most used blending brush, is by Red Earth. It's called a tapered crease brush, I think. But it just looks like that. It's pretty small, so this one is good if you just want a more defined crease versus like really large, like blended out like in a larger area. This won't work so good for that, but I do love this one for just a little bit of color in the crease. Then for a larger blending brush, I love this Sonia Kashuk. I recently got this one. I don't know what it's like a large blending eye brush or something like that, but that's what it looks like. It's kind of more rounded, but this is great if you want to get a little bit more color in that crease area, and I love both of these. You could probably just go with one of them. I would probably recommend this one if you just wanted one. It's definitely cheaper than the Red Earth, but you might be able to find something similar to that for cheaper. Okay, so for eyeliner, two very basic ones that I think are must-haves are a flat eyeliner brush like this. This is from Avon. I don't know if they make these anymore, but it's just a synthetic. I know a lot of people have these ones, but I absolutely love this. I use it all the time for eyeshadow as eyeliner around my eyes, and I do that a lot because I like softer looks. But this is great for that. And then also a necessity, if you have gel or cream eyeliner, is a little eyeliner brush. You can use this one. You can use something like this, like an angled one. What else do I have? I have this Bobbi Brown one. It's kind of funky, ultra fine eyeliner brush. I mean, really any of those, it's kind of personal preference. I like the three of them for different things, but out of the three, the Bare Minerals is my favorite. It's just a Bare Minerals eyeliner brush, and it's great for just doing those nice, lines. And you can even get dry eyeshadow wet and use that as like a cream or gel eyeliner. It's great. And then the last two brushes I want to mention because they're worth mentioning. This is my E.L.F. one that I've had probably since I started doing makeup, is the Professional Smudge Eye Brush. And it's just a little sponge, like cheap whatever thing, but this is awesome for just smudging out eyeliner and all that kind of stuff. You can probably use a Q-tip and get a similar effect, but I find that this works a little bit better, so I love this brush. And then last of all is my MARC eyeliner brush, and this one I actually use for the eyebrows. This is just that kind of small eyeshadow brush I was talking about that you can use for the brow powder, like that, and just, get a little bit on your brows, and then I like to brush them out with like a clean mascara wand that you can just wash once your mascara has gone bad. You can just wash it off and then keep that in your drawer for eyebrows. So that pretty much wraps it up. Finally, those are my recommendations for makeup, brushes, all that. Let me know if you have any questions or if you want me to review certain products. If I get a lot of requests for certain products, I probably will, but if I get one, sorry, I may not do it. Just depends on what it is and if I have time and stuff like that. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you later. Bye!